Take two. I must have hit the record button twice. And when that happens, you don't record anything at all, because I took a look at the camera and it said no image. Taxi vlog 358 approximately. It is the Friday. It is the 22nd of May. Now, I forgot the camera yesterday because I was, well, overtired and in a rush, and I could use all kinds of excuses, but suffice it to say that I forgot the camera yesterday, so I didn't make that first segment of the video, but I can remember quite well how the week went. Came out on Monday. Monday was good. Monday was holiday, Victoria Day, and the people who were around were doing things that they don't normally do. And in this instance, they took taxis. They weren't necessarily going out for dinner or out to bars or out anywhere. They were just visiting friends and stuff and going home from there. So most of the business that I did on that, excuse me, Monday night was taking people home. And at the beginning it was taking people out to their friends' houses and stuff. So it, do I want to do this? I don't, okay. 776 Spruce. Foam shop. Okay, foam shop. 776 Spruce. Oh, okay. I think I know where that is. Yeah. It would be down this way. Yeah, okay. I hope I'll find this place, because I've near the Canadian Tire, I think it is. 62, yeah, okay. So anyway, what happened was I was busy the night, and I took home in excess of $150 for myself. That was a good Monday. I didn't expect it to be busy. It just turned out that a lot of cabs were not on the road that night. So it turned out really good. Tuesday was an awful drag. It took an hour to get my first call. It took another hour to get my second call. My third call was just after 9 o'clock. And I had been to work on time. I was at work at 6. My third call was at 9 o'clock. And what it saved me was 9 o'clock is the time that all the stores are closed that sell sporting goods. It turns out that a guy rode his bicycle from Vancouver to the ferry and down the Pat Bay Highway to Victoria, only to have one of his tires go pop just after the stores where they sell things like inner tubes had closed. So I took him out to the ferry, $60 fare, it gave me $70, saved my night, because by the end of the night I think I took home $60 or $70 for myself, even with that run out to the ferry. Wednesday was slow and torturous. Although I broke even at around midnight, I think I had 2 trips between midnight and 4:30 in the morning. I just did a lot of sitting around and reading and watching videos, and I got less than 200 pages to go now. I'm getting closer to the end of David Brin's existence. Yeah, another week. I hope to have that one in the bag. It's been quite a ride. Not that the story moved too slowly, it's just that there were a lot of videos to watch, and that every time I'd start reading any length of time, 10, 15, 20 pages, I'd fall asleep. And I did a lot of sleeping. At 5:15 in the morning, I got a call. And that call was a woman with her bag and she went to the airport. It was about $50 on the meter. She gave me about 58. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday was also torture. The first hour, nothing happened. I had 4 trips in the second hour, giving me about $50. I think it took another 2 hours before I got another call. And then after that, it was just slow. I broke even at about 1 in the morning. Between 1 and 5, I think I did another $30. And at 4:45, or at 10 to 5 actually, I got a 5:05 time call. And that 5:05 time call took me... There's the street I'm looking for. That 5:05 time call took me to the airport. It was a guy who was a... what do you call those guys? Accountant who was working 7 days a week, 18 hours a day for 2 months to do people's taxes. Now it's his turn to go and go to Vegas for the fights for the weekend. I'll tell you about the rest of the day as I go, because I'm loading. Whoop, I'm loading right now. Well, it's about 5:15 in the morning, and it was a good night for the most part. What did I say? 40. I hate when I got it figured out and then I don't. 4, 6, 20. Did okay. Did reasonably okay so far for a Friday night. It was busy when I got out here. See, what was happening is there was a cruise ship or 2 cruise ships in town, and those 2 cruise ships were responsible for having a lot of cabs playing the cruise ships in hopes of getting a long trip. The hopes are to get a trip to Butchart Gardens or to the airport or something like that. But most of the trips to and from the cruise ship have to do with downtown, which is like a $7 or $8 fare typically. And so I don't mind having a lot of $6 and $7 fares if it's one right after another. But the problem is you're downtown. So it's a red traffic light on every damn corner. It's people walking in front of your car. It's tricycle, kabuki cabs. It's horse carts, horse tours, and other vehicles and bicycles and pedestrians and all kinds of crap in your way. You have to stop at every corner. Sorry, that's not for me. I don't like that stress. And then you've got a bunch of tourists in your car asking you questions that you can't answer. So I generally don't work the cruise ship, and I don't work downtown. Those are the 2 things that I avoid. And for the most part, I do all right. I've done, well, reasonably well tonight, considering after 2 o'clock it got quieter for me, and after 3 it really died. So there I was between, let's check this again. I just took a delightful young lady home who was quite tired from having had some drinks last night. Well, having been up since 6 in the morning, and then working all day, and then going out for dinner, and then having some drinks. I think, around 3 o'clock. And then it took an hour and a half till I got my next call after 3 o'clock. Now, I went to this address that I was sent to, and I saw some people walking away from that house. And there was a car pulling out of the driveway and two young people outside with that car. The car drove away and those two people ran into the house. I phoned the phone number for that address, and I was told in no uncertain terms that I fucked up and I should have been there 3 hours ago. The call was about 8 or 9 minutes old. Thanks a lot, asshole, for making my day. I was soon after that sent to another call. It was a young lady. I guess she was a call girl. She gave me an address to go to. We went. She was pleasant enough. Everything was fine. She paid. It was good. I got sent on another call. That other call I got sent on, I got there, and the house was dark, and there were no lights on or nothing. I phoned the number. There was a voice saying, you're on the wrong street. I say, how do you know what street I'm on? I said, I'm in front of the address I was sent to that's attached to this number. And I said, what street are you on? And he was asking somebody else who's there, what street are we on? And I said, look, have a good morning. And I hung up on him. Because I was about to call him an asshole too. And I didn't wait too long. I got another call and took this delightful young lady home. Fine. The night was okay, like I said, until 2 o'clock. Between 2 and 3 it slowed down. Between 3 and 4:30 there was nothing. And I've had 2 trips between 4:30 and now it is 5:22. And that includes, or on top of that, the trip where there was nobody at the house. So a little over half an hour to go. Maybe I'll get one more. I would very much like to take someone to the airport right about now, or the ferries, I don't care which, or just have one more trip in the next half hour. I just finished looking at the videos that I was subscribed to. Yeah, I'm quite tired. Who is this? Car salesman? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Who else would be out here at this hour? Anyway, I'm going to pull in here and read a few pages from the book I brought along. And I did get some sleep in there between 3 and 4:30. I think I slept at least an hour. And last night I got, or yesterday in the morning, I just followed what my body was telling me. My mind was telling me I should work out, and my conscience told me I should have taken a walk. I should go for a walk, and I should go to work out, but I didn't do that. I just had something to eat, and I had a glass of whiskey, and went straight to bed. And I slept 8 hours yesterday, and you know, I felt really refreshed when I woke up. That's the first 8-hour sleep I've gotten in about 10 months. Well, even though mine was not too bad, I hope yours is better than mine, and have yourself a good weekend.